Sundays off to observe his religion. ABC's Andrea Fuji reports from Washington.
The justices yesterday heard arguments in the case of Gerald Groff, a former postal worker who's an evangelical Christian. He was disciplined after skipping his Sunday shifts to observe the Sabbath. By law, employers cannot discriminate based on religion unless that religious accommodation causes the employer undue hardship. But even the conservative justices had questions about how that undue hardship can be quantified.
Netflix is getting rid of the DVD delivery service. Yes, they still have that launched the company 25 years ago. It's not the only change at Netflix either. A password sharing crackdown has been delayed, but is expected to roll out by this summer. Industry analyst Paul Eckerson says he's not surprised.
We see some of these services attempting to tighten their finances up by monetizing a lot of those people that are currently sharing a password.
The company says the DVD shipping division just isn't making any money anymore. Customs officials in Belgium reportedly destroying more than 2,300 cans of Miller High Life beer, printed with the slogan, "The Champagne of Beers." France's Champagne Committee, which represents producers in France's Champagne region, requesting the destruction. The company claimed the slogan infringes on the Champagne brand name, which is protected under European rules. This is ABC News.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go, so I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partner with Beacon. With the new Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like GAF, right at my fingertips. It's like having my Beacon rep in my pocket 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through June, purchase through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $1,500. Beacon, always building.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company. They'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
This is Kevin Pleasant here in the Blue Room at WCAB looking at your weather forecast. You can expect today to be sunny with a high reaching about 83. Overnight, mostly clear, low around 42. Then for Thursday, mostly sunny, a high near 85, gusty winds up to 17 miles per hour. And overnight, mostly clear, lows getting down to around 56, 14 mile per hour wind gust. Keep it tuned in to 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
Oh, thanks so much, Cameron. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tracy, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
It's so good to be back on the radio. We were out yesterday, and Monday I was broadcasting to myself in this television monitor right here.
Yeah. Were you really?
Yeah, I did. I think some of the people on YouTube may have gotten me, but we didn't do a whole lot. We just got to the basics, swept through it, and we were good to go.
Yeah, they finally got us all cleared out, and we're ready to go yet today.
Finally got us squared away. Got some death announcements we need to cover first thing this morning. Got a number of them, so I'm going to jump right into those. Sarah Ann Radford Bradley, age 57, of Bostic, passed away Thursday. Family will hold a private service of their own. Hager's Funeral Home of Cliffside, serving the family of Sandra Ann Radford Bradley. Charles Wendell Brooks, age 80, passed away April the 13th. A memorial service will be held at a later date. Crow's Mortuary, serving the family of Charles Wendell Brooks. Betty Jones Cowton of Forest City passed away April the 9th. Memorial service will be held at the First United Methodist Church in Forest City. That'll be today at 3 p.m. Pageant and King Mortuary, serving the family of Betty Jones Cowton. Richard Arthur Dick McCallum passed away Friday, April the 7th. Funeral services will be held 11 a.m. Friday, April the 21st, at the Forest City Church of the Nazarene. That's the arrangements for Richard Arthur Dick McCallum. Joseph Galla, age 95, of Knoxville, Tennessee, passed away Friday, April the 14th. The services will be held Sunday at 2 p.m. McMahon's Funeral Home and Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Joseph Galla. Craig Allen Martin passed away April the 14th. Funeral services not listed on this one. Crow's Mortuary serving the family of Craig Allen Martin. Vicky Hopper Martin, age 69, of Rutherford, passed away Sunday, April the 16th. Funeral services will be held Friday. Crow's Mortuary serving the family of Vicky Hopper Martin. Donald Harris Robertson, age 85, passed away Sunday. Gathering of funds will be held in Cliffside on today from 11 until 1. Pageant King Mortuary serving the family of Donald Harris Robertson. Hayden Young Hudlow passed away Saturday, April the 15th. Funeral services are incomplete. Crow's Mortuary serving the family of Hayden Young Hudlow. Louise Wisnett Selvey, age 84, passed away April the 16th. Crow's Mortuary serving the family of Louise Wisnett Selvey. Brenda Sue Boyder, age 77, of Forest City, passed away Sunday, April the 2nd. Pageant and King Mortuary is in charge of the arrangements for Brenda Sue Boyder. James Edward Jed Doggett, age 59, of Lake Lure, passed away March the 1st. Funeral services will be held Saturday, May the 6th. McMahon's Funeral Home serving the family of James Edward Jed Doggett. Bill O'Reilly report coming up in just a few moments. We'll get started with our Wednesday morning call-around report.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, if you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. On this Wednesday, President Biden's reaction to the shooting in Alabama was predictable. Gun laws will stop the carnage, but Republicans oppose. Same song, different day. Mr. Biden and other liberal Americans really don't care about gun violence because if they did, there is a large reality to be confronted. The mass shooting at an Alabama Sweet 16 party was an African-American event. In fact, gun violence in America is now being driven by young males who are disproportionately black. Why? And what is the Biden administration doing about black-on-black violence? The answer is nada, to use a Spanish word. Why again? Because the left has designated African-American crime a no-fly zone. Back to guns. The right is looking away as well, but it's different. The loon who gunned down 13 innocent people in Louisville bought an AR rifle a few days prior to his murder spree. If the state of Kentucky had a law requiring mandatory training before a heavy weapon is acquired, the guy could not have done what he did, at least in the short term. But millions of Americans want no gun restrictions at all. Gun violence will always be a part of America, unfortunately. But we can diminish the deadly problem with discipline and common sense. Back after this. Hey, DirecTV viewers, Bill O'Reilly here, inviting you to watch the No Spin News on the First TV every night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The 2024 election coming up fast. Pundits parade from channel to channel, pushing nothing but speculation and their own partisan agenda. All that stops now with me, Bill O'Reilly, on the First TV. So please join me every night, 8 p.m. for the No Spin News on the First TV, DirecTV channel 347. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Someone has said that when a legend becomes bigger than reality, then the legend becomes reality. In the case of one young girl who went to work for Buffalo Bill Cody on April 17, 1885, her name became synonymous with the Old West. However, she had never been out west, and she sure wasn't a cowgirl. She was born Phoebe Ann Moses to a poor family of 7 children in Ohio. At the age of 8, with her father's rifle propped on the porch banister, she shot a squirrel through the head. It frightened Phoebe Ann's mother so that she wasn't able to touch the rifle for several months. But soon she was responsible for keeping meat on her family's table. As a teenager, Phoebe Ann earned money by supplying game to a general store. The store manager shipped the surplus game to a hotel. When the hotel owner discovered it was a young girl providing the meat, he set up a match between Phoebe Ann and a traveling exhibition sharpshooter named Frank Butler. The 15-year-old Phoebe Ann, wearing a sunbonnet and pink gingham dress, outshot Frank Butler. Frank was so impressed with this elegant young woman that he later convinced her to marry him. Frank and partner Billy Graham were the show until one day when Graham was ill, Frank asked his wife to stand in. On that day, Annie Oakley was born. Annie Oakley and her husband performed by themselves and with a variety of vaudeville shows until they happened to be playing in New Orleans, where Buffalo Bill's Wild West show was also performing. The result, as we shall see the next time we're together, changed all of their lives. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
15 minutes after 7 o'clock, starting with our Wednesday morning call-around report. I keep saying, maybe I'm just looking forward to Saturday every day.
I keep having to write notes every week.
47 degrees. 47 degrees outside and under clear skies. And Sergeant King is with us from the Sheriff's Department. Yeah, forgot where you worked there for a minute. Sergeant, good morning. How are you?
Doing good. How y'all doing today?
Doing wonderful. What do you have on the report for us today?
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department responded to 171 calls for service. There were 13 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 170 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, an Andrew Vault from Iron Wheel Drive in Ellenboro reported a felony larceny. Kenneth Ratliff from Crescent Drive in Ellenboro reported a breaking and entering of a motor vehicle and damage to property. Lee Harris from Ledford Road in Ellenboro reported a breaking and entering and a larceny after breaking and entering. And a Sarah Russell from Ken Miller Road in Rutherford reported larceny of a motor vehicle parts. On our arrest reports, a Kenneth Merck from Harvey Logan Road in Bostic was served with 2 counts of failure to appear, received a $500 unsecured bond. Jennifer Coggins from Webster's Way in Mooresboro was served with failure to appear on felony, received a $10,500 secured bond. Ashley Cogdale from Lemons Road in Mooresboro was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. Janet Bridges from Mooresboro Road in Shelby was served with a failure to appear, received a $25,000 secured bond. Mitchum Harden from Walker Store Road in Ellenboro was charged with possession of methamphetamine and also served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor. No bond listed at this time. Julie Cato from Piney Mountain Church Road in Ellenboro was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and also served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, and no bond listed at this time on that one. Brandon Edwards from Womack Lake Road in Forest City was arrested and charged with fleet of elude arrest with a motor vehicle, possession of drug paraphernalia, and failure to stop for a stop sign. No bond listed on that one either. William Sharkey from Morningstar Lake Road in Forest City was served with 2 failure to appear on misdemeanors, received a $1,000 secured bond. Marlon Francis from East Miller Street in Spindale was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 unsecured bond. Shaquan Twitty from Allen Street in Rutherford was served with a warrant for assault on a government official, received a $7,000 secured bond. April Poyer from Wallace Road in Ellenboro was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 unsecured bond. And a Karen Tessner from Water Street in Shelby was served with 2 failure to appears and received a $17,000 secured bond. And that's all we got for today.
Sergeant King, thanks so much for that report. Hope you have a wonderful day, and most of all, be safe.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Sergeant King with that report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. And we're moving to 911 communications after this.
Cheryl, have you been to the Homeworks Design Center inside Henson Building Materials in Forest City?
Oh, yes. Shana, David, and William are incredible at designing kitchen and bath cabinetry for my new she shed.
Your what?
And they have a full line of windows and doors on display in their 5,000 square foot showroom. And they'll install any ones you pick out for me.
Oh, you're too good to me.
I know. With selling and installing, it's basically one-stop shopping.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Melissa with us from the 911 Communications Center. Melissa, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
What do you have on the report for us?
In the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed a total of 445 911 and administrative calls. These consisted of 59 for emergency medical services, 171 for the Sheriff's Office, 85 for the town of Forest City, 53 for Rutherfordton, 3 for Lake Lure, and 51 for Spindale. Under the fire calls, the Cherry Mountain Fire Department responded to a brush fire. Ellenboro responded to a motor vehicle accident. Forest City to a motor vehicle accident. SDO to a fire investigation. And Spindale to a commercial fire alarm. And that is all.
Melissa, thanks so much for the report. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Don't forget Atlanta Braves baseball coming up. Well, let me make sure. Nope, they're off today. Nope, they're off tomorrow. They play today. Game 3 of the series versus the Padres. Don't see any updates from that right yet, but yeah, they'll play game 3 tonight. Actually, this afternoon, 2:55 airtime, 4:10 first pitch. Have you there plenty of time for all the action from the Braves and the Padres coming up this afternoon right here on WCAB. Continuing our call-around report, we're going to check in with Ruby Taylor next.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there.
21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Ruby Taylor with us from the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing fine. How about you?
Doing pretty good now that we're back on the air.
Yeah.
Ruby, what do you have for us?
I've got one birthday, and that's Carol Sapal, and I hope she has a nice day. And the fire department had one call, and that was to a fire investigation. And the signs are in the head today and the neck tomorrow, and that's all I've got.
All right, Ruby, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Ruby Taylor with the SDO Fire District. We're going to have some birthdays and anniversaries coming up in just a little while. And we're going to tell you about some of the historical events that happened on this day. And today is a lot of national days today.
Really?
1, 2, 3,
interesting.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I wonder who sits and comes up with all these days.
I don't know. I think we need to have a National Todd and Tracy Day.
I agree.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
That'd be a
That's
good
it
one.
right there.
Yep. So surely you can find something in here to commemorate and celebrate. So we'll tell you all about that a little later on. Going to talk with Chris Melton after these words.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
23 minutes. Let me turn my buttons on. 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. Wednesday morning, hump day. Woo, woo.
All right.
What that crazy camel, you remember that
Yeah,
commercial?
he did.
Oh my
Hump
gosh, that
day.
was so funny. Hump day. Chris, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good. How are y'all?
We're just having a ball.
Good morning, Christopher.
Good morning.
Yeah,
We've had a pretty good week up here. We ran 2 calls Friday, really. At the local fire department. The other fire departments have been good and slow. Had a pretty decent turnout at Mills Creek Community Center doing CPR event that Rutherford County MS hosted. It was a pretty good event for the community. And our lake's starting to fill back up. So.
Oh, y'all gonna be boating out there for long?
That's right.
You done miss the fishing. If you drain the lake, the fish have to go to all the certain spot. They have to go to low spots, so the more
That's
fish
right.
concentrated there.
Hopefully they get it in time to spawn and do their thing quickly.
Maybe they'll realize that the lake's filling back up and they'll go back out to their houses, their beach homes, and all that good stuff.
That's right.
Well, Chris, that all you got for us today?
That's all I got for you.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Chris Melton from the Lake Lure, Chimney Rock area up that way. The lake's filling back up. They drain that, and I think they drain it and clean it, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I think every year they drain it down, but finally, when they start filling it up, you know it's summer's a coming.
Summers are coming. I wonder if you have to. Take your boats out of the water, or if they just
Oh, I
kind
would
of
think.
fall down into the sand.
Yeah,
there.
I think they have to put them back in storage.
Be nice to have a lift on your boat dock, wouldn't it?
I've always wanted to take one of those cruises through there. You know, that
I've
river,
actually
that
done
tour.
that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never had enough money to own a beach house. I mean, a lakefront house or a boat.
Me either.
So, oh well.
Maybe one day.
Oh well. 25 minutes after 7 o'clock, going next to DeVern Upton over in Ballstick.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
And we're ringing DeVern Upton over in Ballstick. 726 DeVern Upton with us. DeVern, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing pretty good. Sheila called in. She ended up on line 2 and ended up hanging up on her.
Yeah, I know. Sheila,
Just call us back on line 13356. We'll be glad to.
Sorry about that.
She's our birthday lady.
She is.
You remember the mayor of Lowbridge?
I do.
That's his daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sheila.
Well, I
She's a
just
good
learned
friend of
something.
mine. I've known Sheila for a long time.
She's a sweetheart.
DeVern, what is up this morning?
Well, over here in Boston, we have a temperature of 48 degrees, a little cool, but I think we're supposed to have a beautiful day. Fire department had no calls. Food boxes will be given out at Chase Ministry today from 9 to 10:30. If you need a box, go by there. Don't forget to stop in at our bee supply store here on Depot Street in Boston if you need any bee supply items. And then go on down to Whistle Stop Bakery and get your bakery items here on Boston Sunshine Highway. They have some good bakery. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
DeVern, you do the same. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Sheila. DeVern with that report from the Ballstick over that way. Don't forget, we're going to be giving away a cupcake courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery in Ballstick. We'll do that a little later on this morning when our birthdays and anniversaries are called in. Like I said, Sheila, I know we missed your call. Somehow you ended up on line 2 and had to use line 2 and we hung up on you. So just give us a call back. We'll take those birthdays. Not a big deal. Chicken.
I've got a Wednesday fun fact for you.
What is that? Let's have it.
Do you know that 7% of American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
That doesn't surprise me.
That's where we are.
I was talking to a how do I say that? A millennial the other day, and he got to talking about Gen X, which is us. We're Gen X. I said, you realize every rule that's in place now is because of Gen X? I said, because we did it.
We're the last generation for all of the...
We were the last ones. We were the last ones that jumped bicycles off of ramps. We were the last ones to go jump in a strange creek we didn't know. We had lawn darts, for goodness sakes. These things would impale kids, and we would...
We were the last generation to actually...
See...
With dangerous things.
Lawn darts to us, it wasn't a game. You set the ring up, you throw the little... Nope. It was get everybody in a circle, throw it straight up in the air, and run from it. And if that thing hit you, you was hurting. That's why we're...
I don't know how we all survived. We used to lay in the back of car windows going down the road.
Once upon a time, there was a day when Gen X would go outside and we would drink water straight from the hose pipe. And we survived. I mean, we did that. Oh, gosh. Let's see.
That was the good old days.
7:29. We're going to check in with Robbie Samuel. And we'll do that after you hear this.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
7:30. Robbie Samuel with us from Mount Vernon. Robbie's a fellow Gen Xer. We used to do all kind of crazy stuff. I know we did because I was there doing it.
Well, we call it crazy, but was it crazy at the time?
No?
No, it was fun at the time, wasn't it?
We didn't think it was.
That's right.
Robbie,
That's
any
right.
idea what happened on this date back in 1775? Kentucky will appreciate this.
Yes.
No, I don't.
When
I was probably still sleeping.
I was asleep that day, but I remember it coming out in the newspaper about a week later. When I say this phrase, you'll get it. The shot heard around the world. 1775, the American Revolution begins in Lexington, Massachusetts. Shot heard around the world. One of the Minutemen captains said, "Don't fire unless fired upon." And they were fired upon, and that was that. And here we are, free country. Just like that.
Thank goodness.
And I love history, and I don't know. I should have known that.
Should have known that.
I know I missed that too, Robbie. I wasn't there to hear that shot.
Well, you know,
I'd have probably remembered it then.
That happened up north, and we wasn't in south. We was sleeping. We didn't know anything about that yet.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. But, well, anyway, that's an interesting fact of the day, so it's always good to hear.
That's right.
Robbie, do you believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
Oh, no, but I've heard folks say that before, not whether they believed it just jokes, but I've heard folks say that.
Yep. I was just checking on you.
What does Tracy? What does a milk? What do you get from a cow?
Milk.
Okay, you get what from a cow?
Milk.
What is it again?
Milk.
What do they drink?
Milk.
No, they drink water.
And hope they don't eat wild onions. You'll taste every bit of it.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. I had a friend of mine, his uncle, he lived with his uncle, and his uncle had a cow that he had to milk every day. The cow would walk itself to the stall and stand there and moo until you come out there and milk it.
That's an intelligent cow.
He had milk that he would give us, and he'd make some chocolate milk out of it. No, that was some good stuff. The straight up milk. Yeah. You'd have to skim that stuff off the top of it and then drink it. Nope, not so
Yep.
much. But the
No.
chocolate milk was pretty good. Whole milk, I guess.
Shake the jug up before you drink it.
Shake it up.
That's right, Robbie.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, yeah. Well, so with the fire departments, Hudlow and Rutherford, it was pretty good days in the last few days. Other than they was busy with some medical calls, but nothing major. We had a control burn that possibly got out of hand. We got up there and checked it out. So luckily there wasn't much to that. That was on Monday, and it looks like what I got on the calendar for this Saturday is the Cars and Coffee, which is going to be on Central Street in Rutherford, and it'll start at 8:30 to 11 a.m. Some of those folks, what it is they get together and bring their show cars out. It's not a big car show, but it's where they get out and they talk about antique cars and probably figure out where they can find some trade-ins and drink some coffee and just have a good time and look at each other's vehicles. And also that morning, which is all this is April to the 22nd, which is this Saturday. Also that morning, the Purple Martin Fabulous Run will be at 8 a.m. at the Kiwanis Park. So if you're interested in doing that, that'll be at Kiwanis Park at 8 a.m. and be ready to run 4 miles. I can come support, but I'm not going to run 4 miles. But other than that, that's all I got to report this morning on that side of things anyhow.
I picked up me a little hot rod a couple of weeks ago, one I've been working on. Back years ago, I built me an S10 Blazer with a 350 out of a truck. So I came across this Trailblazer. It's called a Super Sport. And what they did was they took the Trailblazer, which is a little bigger than the S10 Blazers, and put a Corvette engine in it, a C6 Corvette engine, 400 horsepower. So I picked me up one of those and got it running, and oh man, I love that thing. I love that thing.
You should go over there Saturday morning with that Blazer and get you some coffee and show it off.
You said classic car. It's not really. Well, I mean, it is.
Hey,
it's almost
I don't think
20 years old. I mean, it's 17 years old. So I mean,
That's getting
I
classic.
think and I think it's more of the interesting part of cars, not so much just always the classic cars.
Mine was the top of the line model that you could get. They ordered it with every option you could get in 2006, and the first year they made them, there were only 6,000 of those made. So, and
so you got one of 6,000,
and I don't know how many of them were actually made in black. So, I mean, it could be 2,000 or 3,000. So,
yeah. Well, it all depends if Johnny Cash bought one, too.
That's right. Speaking of Johnny Cash, on this day in 1963, Ring of Fire is released.
Cool.
Y'all have heard my story about my son decided that the folks at Sandy Level Baptist Church need to hear Ring of Fire on a Sunday morning.
Yep. I like that. That was pretty good.
That was cute.
Next time he does it, let me know, and I'll come to church.
Oh, I'd love that. I wish I had that recorded.
Was he dressed in black?
He may have been. I wish I had a video of all the people that turned and looked at me. It's like, look, at least he's singing. You told him to sing something. You didn't tell him what to sing.
That's right. And it was good music.
Y'all didn't miss the fact. Y'all missed the fact that he sang it word for word and even accompanied himself.
Oh me,
Robbie, we appreciate the report. Good talking to you, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
It was good talking to y'all too, and y'all have a good day.
You too, Robbie. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye. Robbie Samuel, always good to talk to there in the Mount Vernon community. We'll check in over in Shingle Holler.
No, we're going to Sioux.
We got to go to Sioux first.
Well,
that's right.
We got to go to Sunshine.
Well, we go to Sunshine. We'll get some sunshine.
That's
right. After this.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy.
7:37, 23 minutes out before the hour of 8 o'clock on this Wednesday, April the 19th. 48 degrees outside. It's went up a whole degree. And we're going to Sue over in the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. Hope y'all are.
Doing pretty good. What do you have for us this morning?
Well, let's see. The fire department had a brush fire, so they responded to that. We don't like to hear about those things because it's too windy now to have those brush fires. We have lots of wind lately. Well, let's see. I had one birthday on my church calendar for Chelsea Gaddis. On my personal calendar, I've got birthdays for Jackie Price, Christy Helfner, and Beatrice Luckadoo. So Bee's my cousin. I hope she's going to have a good day. And I hope everybody that's having a birthday will. Let's see. Christy Helfner is also on First Broad's calendar for today. And in my announcements, the community Bible study is going on Tuesday nights up at Golden Valley Church. And they're studying the book of Revelations. And Pastor Tom Elkins is the speaker for that. And everyone is invited. It's been 2 Tuesdays. You hadn't missed a whole lot of it, but there's still a lot to go. And on April 22nd, the Golden Valley Community Club is going to be having a fundraiser day. And it starts at 8 and goes to 2 p.m. If you want to have an outside yard sale, you can rent a space for $10. And you have to bring your own table or whatever you want to use, but pick out a spot for that. If you want more information, you can call 828-748-0704. And the club will be having sausage and liver mush biscuits for breakfast from 8 to 10:30, and a hot dog and hamburger lunch from 11 to 1:30. And this will be for donations only. And the rain date on this day is April 29th. Hopefully, it won't be raining Saturday. We just hope. And Fairview Baptist Church will be having a singing. That is April 30th. Starts at 6:30 p.m. Singer and songwriter Gary Peters and guest guitarist Caleb Hauser. And everyone is welcome. Refreshments will be served after the singing. And so far, I believe that's the only announcements I have. It's just quiet and calm over this way, looking for a good day, and I hope you guys will have a good day and have a happy day.
All right, Sue, thanks.
You're all sounding real happy to me.
Oh, yeah, we're having a good day today.
And Caleb is, my nephew is trying to break into singing and everything, so y'all go out and support him. Love to see him.
Yeah.
Sue, we thank you. Have a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sue Price with that report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Now we're going to go check over in Shingle Holler next.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
7:42. I forgot to talk about. We're going to be talking with Wayne this morning.
That's
Wayne
right.
over at Wayne's Lunchbox. Wayne Rollins. Good friend of mine. I've been knowing Wayne a long, long time. Back when we were skinny, I knew him. Sheila. Tina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm thinking about Wayne being skinny. I've only known him how he is now, and I know that his food is delicious.
Yes,
I've
it
known
is.
Wayne since probably 87, 88, right in there. I think Wayne was a year under me. I graduated a year before he did. I believe that's right. That's been.
I know I discovered the other day when I was over talking to Wayne that I'm actually 6 years older than him. That was very depressing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think he's 50.
Well,
I'm 51. Yes. Yeah, so. Tina, what you got going on with Perry this morning?
Well, I want to encourage Tracy not to feel bad about being a little older than him because you age well. You are so beautiful.
Thank you. That's so sweet. You just made my day. You just don't know how you made my day.
Well, I am speaking the truth. I have always thought you're very pretty.
Well, thank you, honey. You are too, inside and out.
You're welcome. Well, thank you. Well, let me tell you about Shingle Hollow this morning. It is 44 degrees up here. The sun is shining. It's going to be another beautiful day, especially since we have WCAB to listen to. It seems like it's been a long few hours. I didn't realize a day could seem so long.
No. And when you're here without the radio on, it is such a long, quiet day.
Nothing going on. No phones ringing, nothing.
No, we take phone calls all day for the past couple of days. Where are y'all at? But you know, that just, it makes you feel good to know that you have, you know, people that care and appreciate you and miss the station when we're not here.
I've experienced that too, and it is a feeling I can't describe. It just makes me thankful and grateful. But let me tell you about Shingle Hollow. Like I said, it is 44 degrees this morning. We have birthdays for Kyle Whitesides, and on my personal calendar for April Aldridge. I hope both of these have a wonderful birthday. There's no announcements that I know of. Nothing going on here in the county this week that I've heard about. The fire department said they were all quiet the past 48 hours. There was a birthday yesterday that I was so excited to get to announce because it's my uncle, James McCurry. So that was yesterday. If anybody knows him, didn't get to tell him happy birthday, call him and aggravate him. I'm sure he'd like that. And that's all I got going on. I did go up to Golden Valley Church last night for their Bible study, Revelation Bible study. If you are interested in Revelation, if you don't have anything to do on a Tuesday evening or would like to do something a little extra, I'm telling you, it's a good study. He is Mr. Tom Elkin is very intelligent, and I get blessed. Both times I've went, I have been blessed.
Well, all right,
Are
Tina.
you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're.
We were just giving you the floor.
Yeah, Tina, hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Stay safe. God bless you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tina White with that report from Shingle Hollow. Going to check in with Brenda Kelly, Union Mills, next.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
7:46 on this Wednesday morning. Brenda Kelly, good morning.
Good morning to you. It's good to hear you.
Brenda, Chad told me he was going to bring him 20 dogs up there by and just drop him off after work.
You tell him he better look out. He ain't bringing. I've got 3 dogs and that's enough. That Chad, he's crazy, ain't he?
Well, he said 10 the other day. He done upped it by 10 more today.
Well, they probably some of them had puppies or something.
Probably. Can't do nothing with Chad.
I know, he's a mess. He calls me every now and then and he'll say, "Your dog just got loose and they're down here and I'm going to bring them back to you." He's a mess. But he's a good friend. Well, we hope, let's see, today's Wednesday, isn't it? I'm all messed up not keeping up with what day it is. But we hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. and I've got 42 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries, and I don't know of anything going on. I hadn't got no calls or no letters in the mail about announcements or anything, so it's just short, sweet, and quiet up here.
All righty, Brenda. Well, I guess we'll run down and talk to Luther this morning.
Yeah, you get down there and check on Luther, and I'll catch you later.
All right, Brenda, thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Brenda County with that report from Union Mills, keeping it short and sweet this morning. We're going to check in with Luther after this.
The 2023 Atlanta Braves are back, and with a loaded roster of young talent and some new faces in the A, it's going to be another wild season.
First pitch is drilled to center field. Sprinting in Harris, he dives, and Michael's got it.
Today, don't miss Austin Riley, Matt Olson, and your Atlanta Braves live from Petco Park as they take on the San Diego Padres. Braves radio's on the air at 2:55 Eastern, 1:55 Central on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Luther Gillikin down in Ellenboro bringing us all the latest news and information from Ellenboro. Luther, good morning. How are you, sir?
Hey, we're doing great. Just watching traffic go by and enjoying coffee and having a good time. But it's quiet right now, not a whole lot happening. The fire department, they had one medical call yesterday, didn't have one accident yesterday afternoon. But they're quiet this morning. So we want everybody, remind everybody to singing come on Big Golden Valley Crusaders be down here at the Edinburgh Community Church this coming Sunday. Then too, keep everybody in mind, big day coming up, big time time-wide yard sale coming first Saturday of May. They'll be having food and hot dogs and all that stuff. But if you're going to want to sell food, you got to talk with the Women's Club first. But just come on out and set up, have one in your yard or Depot Street or somewhere. But do it out. It's coming first September, 1st of May. Nothing else going on down here. You have a great day out there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Lou, thanks so much. We'll see you then.
Right,
thanks.
take care.
Bye-bye. Luther Gillikin with that report from Ellenboro. Wrapping up our call-around report. Birthdays and anniversaries. Give me a call now for birthdays and anniversaries. Birthdays and anniversaries are sponsored by Granny B's, the headquarters for those delicious donuts. Orange Twist, Long John's, cream-filled donuts, or just a traditional glazed donut. Enjoy a fresh sub sandwich, or if you don't want the bread, you can grab a salad instead. For birthdays, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for the delicious cakes or petit fours. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7. Saturday, 9 until 6. Closed Monday. Call them at 286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. That's Granny B's.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
When we are having a bad day, every one of us needs a few things we can bank on. We need the assurance of a solid foundation that will not change even when things go wrong. What do you have in your life that you can count on? What do you go back to when faced with the uncertainty of your success? At the Pan American Games, Greg Louganis, the gold medal diver, was asked how he coped with the stress of international diving competition. He replied that he climbs to the board, takes a deep breath, and thinks, even if I blow this dive, my mother will still love me. And then he goes for excellence. Don't live your life with the idea that one failure will ruin your career or cause your family to give up on you. Don't lose the lust for exciting new adventures or reaching for the stars in your chosen business profession. If you fail attempting to excel, it's not the end of the world. There are a few things you can fall back on. Go for it. Do your best to be all that you can be and leave the rest up to God. How will you ever be all you want to become unless you risk it? Today and every day, why not take a deep breath and say, even if I blow it, God still loves me. And then, assured of God's grace, go into the day seeking a perfect 10. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Happy birthday.
Like to say happy birthday to Tammy Green, 55 years old. Rutherford Life Services is where she works. Oh, goes to Rutherford Life Services. There we are. Happy birthday, Tammy. Hope you have a wonderful day. Elizabeth Owensby also celebrating a birthday today. Birthdays include today Elliot Ness, a U.S. federal agent. He was the one that helped take down Al Capone. Dick Sargent, an actor. Remember him from Bewitched?
Bewitched, yes.
Jane Mansfield. Dick Sargent, born in 1930. Jane Mansfield. Everybody knows Jane Mansfield. 1933. Actor Dudley Moore, born on this day, 1935. Here's something I found interesting. 1942, Jack Roush was born. And in 1943, Robert Yates was born. They're both NASCAR team owners, and they are competitors, born a year apart.
Awesome.
1946, actor Tim Curry. Remember him?
No.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, okay.
He did more than that, but that's probably his most... It's funny, yeah. 1968, Ashley Judd, she's an actress. In 1981, Hayden Christensen, he's an actor from the Star Wars series, played Darth Vader in the New Orleans. Events on this day: American Revolution begins in Lexington, Massachusetts. 1897, that was in 1775. 1897, the first Boston Marathon is held. 1934, Shirley Temple appears in the first feature-length film, Stand Up and Cheer. 1948, ABC TV makes its debut, and in 1960, baseball uniforms begin displaying players' names on the back. 1963, Ring of Fire is released by Johnny Cash. 1965, the first all-news radio begins operating, WINS 1010 AM in New York City. 1967, Beatles sign a 10-year contract to stay together for 10 years. They don't. This is National Garlic Day, National Banana Day, National Oklahoma City Bombing Commemoration Day, National North Dakota Day, National Amaretto Day, and mine and Tracy's favorite day, National Hanging Out Day. Also, happy birthday to Christopher Jackson and Logan Nealon this morning. Winner of our, already had a winner. Tracy chose that winner. Tammy Green, 55, goes to Rutherford Life Services. She's our winner of the donut from Whistle Stop Bakery this morning. We're going to ring up the telephone here. We're going to see if we can get a hold of Wayne Rollins, or Wayne's Lunchbox. Give him a ringy-dingy this morning. There's one ringy-dingy. Boy, he was on the ball this morning.
Hello.
We got one ringy-dingy, and Wayne picked up the phone.
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Chef Tail. That's what I call him every day.
Chef Tail.
Chef Tail.
First of all, I need to clarify something. If you knew me when I was skinny, you might be talking about the wrong person.
Okay.
Because I don't know that I've ever been skinny.
Okay. Well, okay. I was trying to give us the benefit of the doubt, Wayne.
I understand that, but me and Scott Roach over there at Odom Engineering the other day, we were just talking about going to Graham Cash, and a lot of people don't remember that. I mean, that used to be one of the best stores in the county before we got all these other stores. But if you was a larger boy, as I want to put it,
that's Husky. Husky.
You had to go downstairs,
Yep.
take a right over in the corner, and blow the dust off of some of these blue jeans called Husky.
Husky jeans, that's right.
And I'm telling you, you could not wear a pair of them out.
The thing about Wrangler jeans is kids get them nowadays with holes already in the knees. Look, that was an accomplishment back in my day to get a hole wearing a pair of Wrangler jeans.
You wore a hole out in a pair of Huskies, you had them for several years.
That's right.
And because I'm telling you, the denim that they made them out of back then is not the same material that they use today.
It is not. You're right.
That stuff had some Kevlar
I'm
around
gonna
it,
say it
I'm
was
sure.
like, it had Kevlar before we knew what Kevlar was.
We was wearing bulletproof pants and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. Man, you could fall off your bicycle and not even scratch your knee because them blue jeans was protecting you.
That's right. Wayne, tell us what's on the menu for today over at Wayne's Lunchbox.
Man, today's a good day to come by. 11 to 2, of course, is just the lunch, and then you can come back after that at 3 o'clock, and we got the meats and vegetables going on. But today at lunch, come by. It's Wednesday. We got the cheeseburger sub. If you've never had a cheeseburger sub, I definitely encourage you to try one. You just can't go wrong with that. We got a 6-inch hoagie there that we put on the grill and get it good and toasted up for you. And then basically you just make a hamburger any way you want to make it. You can throw cheese on it, and you can throw different cheese. You can throw peppers and onions. You just do grilled onions. Mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato. You can make it all the way with slaw, just however you like your cheeseburger. That's how you can do that cheeseburger sub. And then when you throw in some good old, we call them farm wedges. They're really not French fries. It's a different French fry, but we call them farm wedges. But you can do that, or tater tots, or onion rings, or anything like that. So that's the sandwich of the day. Of course, you can always get any, a lot of people watching their bread and doing different things, so you don't have to get the bun. You can do a keto cheeseburger, anything like that. And, of course, we got the big salads that everybody like every day. They come by and get a grilled chicken or calabash, or some people just get a big chef salad without the turkey and ham on it. So we got you covered at lunch.
See, now I just got one complaint. I got me a cheeseburger sub up there, and I just got one complaint. That cheddar cheese mixture that you put on there,
yeah.
I look like an idiot trying to eat that off the darn paper that's in there. So we need to get a nacho cheese going in there. Or something.
A nacho cheese in there, like yesterday when we did the Taco Tuesday. Those go good. And then of course tonight, got our old buddy, our Jim Bishop's favorite chicken pie.
Oh, the chicken pie is to die for.
Yeah. Chicken pie, and then we're going to throw macaroni and cheese on top of that. So we got a good menu tonight from 3 to 7. And we're doing some little things. The other thing we did, I want to tell everybody for lunch is we can get them for supper too, but a lot of times people don't want a big dessert, and like they'll get the sweet potato casserole for dessert at night. But so I come up with this little idea, and for like me, it sort of makes me mad. I'd have to have 2 of them. But if you're trying to watch your money and you just want something just a little bit sweet, we started doing these little 4-ounce cups of shortcakes.
Oh.
And we've got strawberry shortcake, blueberry shortcake, and cherry shortcake. It sits in a little 4-ounce cup. They're only $1.25, but it's just enough to cure that sweet tooth you got maybe at lunch, and not having to pay $4 and $5 for some cobbler or a piece of cake. So that's something just to look at. I think we even made up.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Some pineapple ones too. The pineapple one's really good.
For those of you who haven't never seen me, I'm a big old boy. That'd probably be just enough to
yeah,
make me mad.
Well, it does me too. That's why I try 2 or 3 of them. That way I know they were all good.
I'd have to get 8 of them just to feel like I had a piece.
But sometimes when you go get dessert, they'll give you too much, and like you say, that's just the perfect little. Don't look at me like that.
Too much dessert?
What? Yeah, I don't know about that, but sometimes I guess. See, you got to look at that from a woman's standpoint. They're trying to watch. We're looking at volume compared to the other one. So,
look, I'm doing a keto type thing now where I'm eating low carbs. Look, I'm trying to pack as many carbs. I want to eat all day long and not have no carbs, and I found it we call them pig skins.
Yeah.
No carbs. Yeah. I can eat a whole bag of them bad boys.
There ain't no carbs in those, that's for sure.
Have to be careful though. Like carbs are. I've actually dropped about 22 pounds in 4 weeks. So I'm doing pretty good.
That's good.
I'm staying there, drinking a lot of water, and when I go to Wayne's, I can throw all that out the window. Unless I get a salad.
We had a guy come in there yesterday, and I know he's been doing keto for a while, and he got 2 hot dogs, and usually he just gets them in the tray, and we put the stuff on top of them, and he sent the ticket back, and I looked around the corner. I said, "This don't say no bun. We're getting a bun today." And he said, "Yeah, we're going to call it Cheetos today."
Cheeto day.
Cheetos.
Well, you got to have a cheat day.
Cheat day in there, yeah.
Well, if you're going to cheat and get one of my hot dogs, you picked a good item to do it with. That chili and stuff that we put on there. Of course, we make the slaw in-house too. So I mean, it's a good hot dog.
That sounds like a good idea.
There you go.
You got some good stuff over there, Wayne.
Well, I appreciate that, and don't be mad that you're older than me either. I want to throw that out there too. I mean, I seen the look in her eye the other day when she's like, "Oh my God, I'm older than you." It's almost like it shocked her. And
I thought we were going to be the same age.
Yeah, she's like, I'm 6 years older than you. And she sort of walked off, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, look at me. I mean, look at me and look at you. I mean, I'm all gray-headed and, wrinkled up, and broke down.
You
and
are
she's like,
not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Wayne, tell us once again what your hours are.
We're 11 to 2 for lunch, and then 3 to 7 in the evening, Monday through Thursday. And just throw this out to everybody because we have them call every day. Just realize that from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we just do the meats and vegetables. We just don't have the facility to be able to do the hamburgers and salads and stuff like that. So lunchtime, we got the hamburgers, hot dogs, and salads, and then from 3 to 7, we do the meats and vegetables.
All right. Wayne, sounds good. We appreciate you talking with us today, and we'll check back again with you another day.
Yes, sir. Sounds good, man. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, Wayne.
You too,
do the
Wayne.
same. Thanks.
Take care.
We're going to join ABC News already in progress. Tracy, been good being here with you this morning. Enjoyed our morning show together.
Me too.
And we'll be back
as
in
always.
Here first thing tomorrow morning. Hope you guys have a great day today.
Billion DVDs. The first ever shipped?
It's showtime.
Beetlejuice in 1998, the most popular DVD.
When you look at him, you think of me.
Yes, ma'am. The Blind Side, starring Sandra Bullock.
Indiana state senators on Tuesday advanced a bill to fund firearms training for teachers. 2 Democrats joined all Republican state senators in voting in favor of the bill. Critics have said arming teachers could increase the number of guns in school, making them even less safe. This is ABC News.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go, so I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partner with Beacon. With the new Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like GAF, right at my fingertips. It's like having my Beacon rep in my pocket 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through June, purchase through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $1,500. Beacon, always building.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
This is Kevin Pleasant here in the Blue Room at WCAB looking at your weather forecast. You can expect today to be sunny with a high reaching about 83. Overnight, mostly clear, low around 42. Then for Thursday, mostly sunny, a high near 85, gusty winds up to 17 miles per hour. And overnight, mostly clear, lows getting down to around 56, 14 mile per hour wind gust. Keep it tuned in to 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep.